Act 1 beginners, please. Your calls, Miss Otley, Miss Ashton, Mr. Lejeune, Mr. Fellows, Miss Blair. Act 1 beginners, please.
Maybe Act 1 beginners is what we'll get. What do you think?
Oh, Dottie will pull herself together and now that we call beginners. Now she knows she's got to run stage in 5 minutes.
Will she?
You know what Dottie's like.
We've only been on the road for a month. We've only got to Ashton and Lynn. What's going to happen by the time we get to Stockton on Tees?
If only she'd speak.
Well, she'd unlock a dressing room door. Look, if Dottie won't go on...
Won't go on.
If she won't...
She will.
I'm sure she will.
Won't she?
She will, but if she doesn't...
She must.
I'm sure she will, but if she didn't...
I'd have 5 minutes to change. 4 minutes.
I should speak to someone.
I'll have another go. Takes your mind off your own problems anyways.
Has she gone?
Lloyd, I didn't think you were coming in today.
I wasn't. I haven't.
Anyway, thank God you're here.
I'm not here. I'm at Aberystwyth.
Right, Dottie and Gary.
I don't want anyone to know I'm in.
No, but Dottie and Gary.
I just want a little alone time with Brooke between shows. Then I'm on the 7:25 back to Wales. Give this to Brooke. Make sure Selton doesn't get his hands on it. Keep it somewhere safe.
Right, they've had some kind of row.
Good, good. And there's a little flower shop across the way. I want you to buy me some very large and expensive-looking flowers.
Right, now, Dottie's locked herself in a dressing room.
Don't let Poppy see them. They're not for Poppy.
No, and she won't speak to anyone.
First house finishes just after 5, yes? Second house starts at 7:30?
Lloyd, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There may not be a show.
She hasn't walked out already.
No one knows what she's doing. She's locked herself in a dressing room. She won't speak to anyone.
You've called beginners?
Yes.
I can't play a complete love scene from Cold in 5 minutes. It's not dramatically possible.
She's had bust-ups with Gary before, of course.
Brooke's had a bust-up with Gary?
Brooke. Not Brooke, Dottie.
Oh, Dottie.
I mean, she had that famous bust-up the week before last when we were doing workshop.
Right, right. You told me on the phone.
She went out with this journalist bloke.
Journalist, yes, yes.
Gary kill him?
Killed him, yes, I know. Listen, don't worry about Dottie. She's got money in the show.
Right, now it's happened again. 2 o'clock in the morning, looking up at this great bang on my door. It's Gary. Do I know where Dottie is? She hasn't come home yet.
Tim, let me tell you something about my life. I have the Duke of Buckingham on the phone for an hour after rehearsal each evening, complaining that the Duke of Gloucester is sucking boiled sweets through his speeches. The Duke of Clarence is off the entire week rehearsing a commercial for Madeira. Richard himself, would you believe Richard III, has gone down with the back problem. Vicky complains to me each night about how unhappy she is, and I don't have time to find or rehearse another Vicky. I have just one afternoon while Richard is fitted for a surgical corset, surgical corset to cure Brooke of nervous exhaustion with no medical aids except a little whiskey. You have the whiskey, a few flowers. You have the money for the flowers? And a certain faded charm. So I haven't come to the theater to hear about other people's problems, Tim. I've come to be taken out of myself and preferably not put back again.
Yes, but Lloyd...
Have you done the front of house calls?
House calls.
And don't let Poppy see those flowers.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? The curtain will rise in 3 minutes.
We're going to be up so late.
No luck?
Belinda's having a go and I haven't even started the front of the house calls yet. Money, what's this for?
Oh, nothing.
Whiskey.
Oh, is it?
Where did you find that?
Well...
Up here? You mean Selson's hiding them around the stage now? I'll put it in the ladies' lavatory, at least you won't go in there. No?
You know what Dottie's like when she's like this. Freddie's trying now. Oh no.
He's hiding them around the stage now. No?
No.
You didn't try for very long, my precious.
No, well... Oh dear.
He's hiding them on stage now.
No, Gary came rushing out of his dressing room in a great state. I couldn't quite understand what he was saying. I often feel with Gary that I may have missed something somewhere. You know how stupid I am about that sort of thing? But I think he was saying he wanted to kill me.
Oh, my poor sweet.
Thought I better leave him to it. Don't want to make things worse. He's all right, was he?
Who? Gary? Anything but by the sound of it.
I mean, he's going on.
Gary. Gary's going on. What's all this about Gary not going on?
Yes, because if you have to go on for Gary, Poppy can go on for Dottie. Because if Poppy goes on for Dottie, you'll have to be on the book.
This is getting farcical.
Money?
Money?
You're waving money around.
Oh, that's... Oh.
She's a fun woman, you know, Dottie. So up and down. She was perfectly alright last night.
Last night?
Yes, she took me out for a drink in some club she knows about after the show.
She was with you. You were with her?
She was being very sympathetic about all my troubles.
She's not going to sink her teeth into you. I won't let her.
No, she couldn't have been nicer. In fact, she came back to my digs afterwards for a cup of tea, and she told me all of her troubles. Sat down till 3 o'clock this morning. I don't know what the landlady thought.
And another thing.
Nothing else, my sweet.
Where's Selston?
Turns out that it's Freddie here who's the cause of all the... Selston?
He's on his dressing rooms.
Oh, I might have guessed.
House calls.
You do the calls, I'll look for Selston.
What shall I do?
Absolutely nothing at all.
Right.
You've done quite enough already, my pet.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? The performance will begin in 3 minutes.
He wants to kill someone.
Selston wants to kill someone.
Gary. Selston?
We've lost him.
Oh, not again.
Flowers?
Oh, well, they're just,
Oh, Tim, that's really sweet of you.
well...
Isn't that sweet of him?
Very charming.
I'll look in the pub. Hold these.
Take those. House calls. Hold these.
Oh, I think Poppy's done them already.
She gave them 2 minutes? All right, I'll give them 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? The curtain will rise in 1 minute.
I think she said 3 minutes.
She said 3 minutes. I said 3 minutes. She said 3 minutes.
I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? The curtain will rise in 2 minutes.
Any luck?
No, but I found yet another bottle.
Oh dear.
Hidden in the ladies' lavatory, would you believe?
Good lord.
Oxfam. I'll give it to Oxfam.
He's not in the pub.
No, he's hanging around ladies' lavatories.
Better get this beer on.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? The performance will begin in 2 minutes.
Tim's already told him 2 minutes.
He's done 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? The performance will begin in 1 minute.
What the hell is going on?
Lloyd!
Great Scott.
I didn't know you were here.
I'm not here. I'm at the Aberystwyth Festival. I'm in the middle of rehearsing Richard III. But I can't sit out there and listen to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes.
My super having great dramas in the dressing rooms.
We're having great dramas out there. This is the matinee, honey. There's old age pensioners out there. The curtain will rise in 3 minutes and we all start for the gents. The curtain will rise in 1 minute. We all come running out again. We don't know which way we're going.
Wait, I've got to talk to you.
When?
Wait, you got my messages?
Many, many messages.
Why didn't you answer?
I did. I have. I'm here.
Oh, wait, I've got to talk to you. I need to tell you something. I went to the doctor today.
Brooke.
Later, all right?
In my dressing room. In your dressing room. It's getting completely out of control.
I'll give it to Oxfam with the other one.
I'll do it. Thank you.
Lloyd! Lloyd? You got my messages?
Came running, honey, and came running.
Well, when are we going to have a talk?
We will have a talk.
When?
Later, yes, later. Flowers.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Tim bought them for me.
Tim. Bought them for you.
To cheer me up. Boy.
Nothing more just for the moment. Strangle Tim for me when you get a chance, will you?
Right.
But what about Dottie?
I don't want to hear about Dottie.
And Gary?
Not about Gary either.
What about Selston?
Look, I think this show is beyond the help of a director. You just do it, okay? I'll sit out there in the dark with my bag of toffees and enjoy it, all right? 1 minute was your last call if your memory goes back that far.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, think Olivier.
Stephen!
Lloyd! Wait. Excuse me.
I've got to talk to him.
Girls.
I've got a mind to put my coat on and walk out right here and now.
Look, Brooke, if you want to up performing, I'm sure Poppy would love to have a bash on your behalf.
I beg your pardon. Honestly, Brooke, you sit down and do your meditation. Poppy, you go see what's happening with Dottie and Gary. Eddie, my sweet precious.
Did I say something wrong? Where's Tim?
Selston, my sweet, where have you been?
Are you alright?
Looking for you everywhere.
Oh yes, everywhere. The front, the managed office, bar, not a sign of him.
He's looking for you in the dressing rooms.
Ah, that's right. Great shindig going on down there. What's him off to know about it?
My love, I think he's heard.
Oh, everything. She really went for him, you know. Oh, I know when you got your eye on someone.
Dottie's got her eye on someone, has she?
I seen you sneaking off the corners of that poor halfwit.
Which poor halfway?
Never mind, my love.
Not Tim.
No.
But who else is there? Apart from me.
I think they're coming.
They're coming.
I knew they wouldn't.
You're here.
Oh yes, every word.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? The performance is about to begin.
They're coming, they're coming.
And we found Selston.
How did you get here?
How? Through the walls.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats?
I've done it.
Done it?
I've done it, I've done it.
Done about to begin?
Yes, about to begin, about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the curtain will rise and we will begin at any moment.
Poor Lloyd, her token is toffees.
Now, you see, the walls are very thin. I'm absolutely sick to death of it, she cries. Tim, am I setting a bit of a trend?
And a steady rehearsal, my love.
Ah, for Gary, yes. Very timely, you know.
Gary, my sweet.
Oh, here he is.
Are you all right?
What does he say?
He's not saying anything, Selston, my sweet.
Ah, yes, very sensible. Only stared up again. Always seen you give her old nods and smiles. That's what he kept saying.
There you are, Dottie.
Oh, she's a man, can she?
Are you all right?
Is she all right?
All right, everyone?
She's fine.
Come on, no hugs and squeezes.
Hush, love. Curtain up.
Hold it, my puppy. Look, Dottie. Look, Gary. We've all got to go out there and put on a performance. And, well...
We can't do it in silence, my loves. We're going to have to speak to each other.
Tim, what's the front of the house look like?
That's the spirit, Dottie.
Well done.
It's quite good. Well, for a matinee.
There's quite a crowd at the front and the back of the stalls.
Come on, girl. Get those tabs up. Some of those old-age pensioners out there have got long to go. I should know.
Right, quiet then, please.
Hold it, my puppy. Let me just say one more thing.
Let me just say one thing. Sardines!
Sardines.
Sardines.
Standing by, please. Music cue 1.
Now what?
Lloyd, we're just going up.
Well, they've been out there for an hour. They've gone quiet. They think someone's died.
That's my fault, Lloyd. I was just saying a few words to everyone.
Freddie, have you ever thought of having a brain transplant?
One moment. I see that.
Sorry. Does anyone else have any thoughts they feel they must communicate?
Well,
What?
you know, later.
You bought those flowers for Poppy?
No. Well, yes.
And you didn't buy any flowers for me?
No. No.
Tim, have you ever heard of such a thing as jealous rage?
Yes. Well, yes.
You go to the florist and take 10 pounds of your own money, Tim, and buy some flowers for me.
Lloyd, I've got to run the show.
Never mind the show. Concentrate on the floral arrangements. Bought them for Poppy. You two could have Freddie's old brain. You could have half each.
Oh, dear.
Don't cry, Poppy, love.
Let's just get the old bus on the road.
Standing by, Alex. Please stand by.
Bloody hell.
Hush, love.
Quiet backstage. It's no good you going on. I can't open sardines and answer the phone. I've only got one pair of feet. Hello? Yes, but there's no one here, love. Lives here, yes, but only for now because he lives in Spain. Mr. Philip Brent, that's right. The one who writes the plays, well, now he writes them in Spain. No, she's in Spain too. They're all in Spain, there's no one here. Am I in Spain? No, I'm not in Spain, dear. I look after the house for him. Only I go home at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays, that's where I am. But no, only I've got a nice plate of sardines to put my feet up with. And it's the Royal, with the what's it called on the telly. Oh, the Royal, you know. Where's the paper then? Oh, and if it's to do with the house, you'll have to call the house agents because they're the agents of the house. Squire Hackham and... Who's the other one? I don't know, they're not in Spain, they're next to the fountains in the study. Squire Hackham and... Look. Always the same, isn't it? Take the weight off your feet, down until it comes on your head.
Housekeeper, yes. But this is her afternoon off. So,